But hey, everybody, how you doing? It's Friday. Glad to be here. I'm tired this morning. You know, chat, like, maybe Acid's a scientist, so maybe she could explain it. But, like, I usually have, like, 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day. Like, throughout when I wake up to about lunchtime, I usually drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee. And, like, Chris has been ordering, my wife Chris has been ordering off Amazon once a month a bulk variety pack of this energy drink called Celsius. Okay? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or ever seen it, but it's just an energy drink, but it's like very lightly carbonated. It's got like a mixture of green tea in it, and she thinks it tastes not like an energy drink. You know how like energy drinks all have that little bit of taste to them, that energy drink pang, you know? Like, she says this one doesn't have it, so she drinks this. And on Friday, because she only gets like 12 a month, on Friday it's like her treat day. She gets to take her Celsius, which means that I don't make coffee because I'm not going to make a full pot for both of us if she's only going to, if she's not going to drink any because she wants Celsius, okay? But zswiggs, you could just make half a pot for you. Shut up, chat. That's not how it works, okay? So on Fridays, I drink Gafuel, all right? And it's just not the same as coffee. And I don't know, like, it's got caffeine in it. I feel awake, but it doesn't hit me the same as coffee. And I don't know why that is, because I feel like the chemical in coffee called caffeine and the chemical in Gafuel called caffeine is the exact same caffeine. But, like, apparently it's not. And I have espresso. I love all caffeinated beverages Friday, all of them. All caffeine is beautiful, okay? It is muy delicious, all right? You can put caffeine in just about anything, and I drink it, okay? Four Loko especially, best of both worlds. Four Loko had caffeine in it, right? Right? That was a thing? Like, it was beer and caffeine. I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, I wish I had a Four Loko right now. Did you say espresso? I did. I'm not going to say espresso. Okay, this is America. We say emu, we say espresso, and we say oil and eagles. Okay? It was liquor and caffeine. Heck yeah, dude. Big pog. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? It was malt liquor, and we do not say espresso. Turns out we do. Because I'm saying it, and I'm an American. Okay? Turns say espresso. I don't know how those things could be mutually exclusive. Okay? Look, you all mocked Cookie relentlessly when she was saying emu. Okay? Except for Acid. She gets a free pass. She can yell at me. Okay? Because she's usually right. Although I will never openly admit that. Okay? But she could mock me. Everyone else, if you ganged up on Cookie when she was saying don't say emu, you can't gang up on me for saying espresso. Okay, I'm not gonna say espresso. All right, I live in Wichita, Kansas. If I go into the Starbucks at Target and I say I would like a large espresso, they will drum me out of there. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. It's espresso, just like the ostrich in Donkey Kong Country. Okay. I certainly did not mock Cookie during the emu crisis. You were the number one offender. I can only assume that he's being sarcastic because that whole thing started because of that thing. How does Siri say emu? How would I make her say that? Hey Siri, say the word emu.
To whom shall I send it?
She wanted to send an email. How do I make her say emu? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Does anyone know how to make her repeat? Hey Siri, Simon says emu.
Did you mean Taras in a pack? Did you mean Taras in a pack? Okay.
Hey Siri, call me Emu.
From now on, I'll call you Emu. Okay?
She says it right. She says it right. She said Emu.
I'll keep calling you.
She says Emu. Oh, hold on. Hey Siri, call me Espresso.
You would like me to call you Espresso?
Dude, Siri's educating all of us. Siri is educating all of us. She knows how to say all of the words, dude. She knows how to say all the words. Oh, Chad, if you listen to that, you're buying into the Apple Corporation's propaganda on the proper way to talk about birds and beans. This is a YouTube video called Grammar Nazi. Do I want to click this?
Which means a better outcome for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my presentation on the Healthy Homes and Hospitals program, or HHH. Any questions?
I hate laugh
your
tracks.
Acronym again?
It's HHH.
Thought so.
Bloody hell! You just shot Ian.
It's pronounced H, not H. H. You can't shoot him just for that.
Okay. I'm worried that when I say things like espresso, if I was in a room with acid, there's a slim. I'll give her credit. It's slim. It's a slim chance. But I do believe that there is a chance that if I was in a room with her and she had a weapon, she would shoot me. One day, she would snap. I would say something stupid, and she would shoot me. I do believe that deep in my soul.
Just did. Anyway, it's my company. I can do what I like.
But we all signed the No Bullying in the Workplace pledge, which specifically bans physical violence.
What did you say?
I said it specifically bans
Specifically?
physical violence.
It's specifically, with an S. Specifically.
Bloody hell, Tony! Will you stop shooting people for saying things wrong?
You, what are you drinking?
Coffee.
What type?
It's an espresso.
The word is espresso.
Stop it, Tony!
Oh, come on, Luke. You know very well I killed my own wife for ironically saying mispronunciation. If I apply rigorous standards at home, I see no reason why the same standards shouldn't apply in the workplace.
Why do you have to shoot them? Why can't you just sack them?
I never thought of that. Yes, I suppose I could. It's just the red mist tends to descend whenever I'm confronted with ignoramus.
Actually, Tony, I think you'll find it's ignoramuses.
What?
It's from the Latin, we are ignorant. That makes it a verb, not a noun.
Oh, no. What have I done?
Blimey. At least that'll stop him shooting whoever he likes.
It's whomever.
All right, Acid, I'll give you credit. That was pretty good. Is pronunciation follow? I mean, I was wondering the same thing. Like, I mean, they're all British, so what if they say something weird because, you know, they have a different accent, you know? Oh, blimey, I don't have an espresso. What'd you say? Hello? What? Hello? Does he get shot? We don't know. There's no way of knowing. I'm going down to the car and get coffee, I am. What kind of coffee you get? I'll get it right. No one can know. It's hard to know. Because you can't make fun of someone for having an accent. You know? That's not fair. That's how they were raised. That's how they were grown up. You can't just blame someone because of the way they were raised. This is America. You can't do that. You can't do it. Acid. Also, notice how she never denied wanting to shoot me, so I was right. Okay, I was right. I'm scared of acid. Chad, if I ever go to TwitchCon or something, I need one of you to be with me at all times while acid is there, because I have a feeling that if we were ever alone, she would kill me, and she would hide my body in some weird scientific way that the evidence could never be found that she actually murdered me, and she'd get away with it. And to be honest, I don't really care if she gets away with it. I just want people to know she did it. So if I end up dead, it's Acid Cat, okay? Just want you guys to know that. She did it. That sketch happened in Britain? Well, yeah. So, but there's different British accents. Like, you got a Liverpool, and you got your Cockney, and you got your Australian, mate. All of those are different, but they're all in England. See? Checkmate. Checkmate. You think Acid wanted to do this when she told me not to say it? Or who actually said you're not saying espresso right? Who started this? Who said this? Did you say it was Scared? It's Scared's fault. I joined, did a bad Brit accent, now I leave. Okay, bye. My accent is fantastic. I'll see you later then, you tosser. That's a beautiful British. My British is incredible. It's one of the best accents I've ever heard. Ever! And I've heard all the accents. Even real British people aren't as good as me. Checkmate with a Q. That is hilarious, dude. Checkmate with a Q. I do got to give Brits credit. Their words are better. Like, we definitely dumbed down. Was it Acid who gave... I saw a sketch once of someone talking about how, like, the Americans dumbed down the English language. Did we watch that on this stream? I feel like that happened on stream. I don't feel like I would have watched that off stream because I don't really watch anything. But, like, Checkmate, that's like an example. Like, let's get rid of the QU and let's just do CK instead. It saves one letter. America. You know? That's how it goes. It's fine. Whatever. Chat, today, I want to talk about... I actually wanted to talk about it yesterday. But yesterday we got super derailed. And we talked about the Game Boy and Smash Brothers for like an hour. Okay? And I wanted to talk about this because it's fresh on my mind. And it's about my brother, Luke. And all of a sudden, he's turned into this outdoorsman. And to be frank, Chad, I kind of need your advice a little bit, I think. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm looking for out of this conversation, but I'm just going to tell you about it, okay? So, for those of you who don't know, I'm 33 years old. My next oldest sibling, okay, so like the one who was closest to me in age, is my sister Sarah. Okay? I'm 33. She is 25. I am 8 years older than my next oldest sibling. And then they are 2 years separate. So Sarah is 2 years older than my 23-year-old brother Luke, who is 2 years older than my 21-year-old brother Daniel. Okay? So I have 3 siblings. The youngest is 21. I'm 33. So there's quite a large age gap in our in our family. Okay? So, like, for perspective, when I moved out of my parents' house, my youngest brother was younger than my son is now. So, like, there's an age difference. So, I don't know my siblings as well as I would like because of that age difference. But, like, as we all get older, we're getting to know each other a little bit better because that's what happens, you know. My brother Luke, however, is probably the one that I know the best out of everybody because he's the gamer in the family. We used to play Destiny all the time together, and we spent a lot of time playing Destiny together. But he got a PC several years ago, okay? So, like I have now completely abandoned all console games. He did that several years ago. So we don't game as much as we used to, mostly because I don't play Destiny anymore and he's on PC. But he's huge into World of Warcraft. Like, he's been on a World of Warcraft kick forever, okay? Hey, Monster. What's up, man? How was the Spooter? Thanks for the raid. He has so much in-game gold in World of Warcraft that he converts it to, like, Activision currency and can buy all the new Activision game he wants with WoW gold. So, like, he'll buy Call of Duty Cold War with WoW gold. He bought, when Destiny was on there, he bought all the Destiny 2 expansions with WoW gold. He pays for his WoW subscription with WoW gold. The man is a World of Warcraft legend. Okay? He loves World of Warcraft. He takes every Tuesday and he raids. All right? He's one of those dudes. That's his hobby, is World of Warcraft, okay? And, like, I imagine that takes a lot of work to keep that economy going. You know what I mean? But he does it. So, recently, he's had a lot of money and a lot of free time. He worked at a convenience store, but then when the Rona happened, they stopped giving him hours, so he collects unemployment. And he's a student, and he plays World of Warcraft all day, so he basically is just putting every dollar he gets from his unemployment into a savings account. And so he's now slowly spending that money on outdoorsy things like guns and recently, is what brought it up, hiking equipment like shoes and bags and Lord knows what else. Apparently, this I heard this weekend, my brother, here, let me show you a picture of him. This is my brother Luke right here. This is him. All right? My brother Luke wants to go backpacking like Bear Grylls does in the backwoods and, like, sleep on a bedroll and like walk on a trail, sleep on a bedroll, fight off bears, and live like they did in the 1800s. And I don't have a problem with that. In fact, it sounds kind of badass, to be totally honest. But I don't like it. Here's what worries me. Okay, so all of that's background for this. They don't, and by they I mean him and my mother, they don't really understand preparation. Okay, and I shouldn't put my brother into this bucket, to be fair, because anytime I talk to him about it, it's always like 1 or 2 word answers. So I ask my mother a lot, because apparently she's talked to him more about it. I'm like, where does he want to go? And I don't know is the answer, or like, where do you want to start? I don't know. And like, I was talking to him on the phone, and I'm like, like, if you want to go to like Colorado into the Rocky Mountains, like I do, you have to get permits, and you have to schedule arrival times and depart dates and have a flight plan, so to speak, itinerary. Because if you wander off into the forest and get eaten by a bear and no one sees you for 6 days, the park rangers have to know where to look. So, like, saying things like, I don't know, we'll go there a couple days and then leave, like, that doesn't work, And so I've been trying to help them with, like, ideas on how to get started. Hey, Colin. What's up, man? Good to see you. And so I've been telling them, there's trails around here. Go to Missouri. Go to Oklahoma and hike. Do something that doesn't require elevation, okay? Because also my family, like me, we're all overweight. I think Acid knows this because she went and visited Rennie, who lives at an elevation. Elevation is no joke. Like, if you're hiking flat ground in a place that you're used to, and you get tired, you can sit down and you can rest and feel better. Like if my mother and brother went hiking out in the backwoods here and walked 2 miles, realized that they were in over their heads, and then set up camp, that'd be okay. Even if they meant to hike 5 miles and they only made it 2, they could stop and they could rest. In elevation, you can stop and rest, but you don't really ever feel like you catch your breath. You always feel exhausted because your body is not used to the thinner air that exists at an elevation. Even if, like, the most professional hikers still have to get acclimated for at least 24 hours before they do anything strenuous when they change elevation, okay? It's just a bodily fact. And, like, so I worry that my family doesn't take it seriously and that they're going to go somewhere and die. And so I've been trying to tell them some places to go, or at least nudge them to look for places that aren't so hardcore to begin with. So my mother said, or I guess she's telling me based on what Luke says, that they want to go someplace where there's like a forest. And my mom said she likes waterfalls. Okay? And so I found this trail here in Kansas. I've never been to this trail, but Chris and I did plan on going at some point. Here in Kansas, about 2 hours from where I live, it's the Elk River hiking trail, okay? It's a 14-mile point-to-point trail, and it's accessible year-round. It has primitive campsites along the length of the trail, so, like, they could stop when they got tired and set up camp. You know? And it has, let's see, where's the pictures at? Do they have pictures? I saw pictures. Like, see, it's like forested. You see that? See how it's like forested, so it works for my brother. There's a lot of trees. There was a picture of waterfalls in here, I think. Because that's why I sent it to my mom, because there was pictures of waterfalls. Show it to me. I mean, it looks nice. For Kansas, it's pretty nice, okay? I would wish I could show you the waterfall picture. I don't know what that is. There's the river. Find it. Dude, there's a lot of pictures of this thing. Like, and it's not big waterfalls, okay? So, like, it's like waterfalls in Kansas. I mean, it's literally like there's probably a clip. Is that a crawdad? That's a mutant right there. I'm not okay with that. There's that. That's even worse. Is that a scorpion? No, Zord. Link away. I didn't know there were scorpions in Kansas. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know, maybe I should show them these pictures and be like, this is what hiking in the backcountry is like. You know? Like, if Chris ever saw this picture, she would never go here. Here, waterfall. Okay, we did it. We found one. Okay? Yeah, we're back at the beginning. It was literally like the last picture. But anyway, so I text my mother. This is literally what I sent to her. I'm going to read verbatim my text message. Okay? I said, this is where you should start your hiking/camping. It's forested. There's waterfalls. It's pretty close to home, and you can camp along it so you can tackle it in a couple of days. And she just replied to me. This is her only reply. 14 miles? And so when I saw her that evening when we went to work out, I was like, how long do you think backpacking trails in Colorado or Montana or Dakota or wherever you think you're going, how long do you think those are going to be? Because if your initial reaction to the trail is 14 miles, I'm not totally sure that the roughing it, hiking, camping out under the stars next to giant scorpions lifestyle is for you. And so I'm now in this place personally where I've got to figure out a way to, one, learn what their plans are, two, steer them towards safety. Like, I basically have to figure out how to take what they think is a good idea and then show them that it's not a good idea and that my idea is better without them, like, feeling like I'm discouraging them from doing something that I think's good. Like, I love going outdoors and hiking and roughing. I mean, we went camping last weekend, okay? I love doing it. But, like, so I definitely want them to do it. But if they're scared of a 14-mile, mostly flat trail, I'm worried. I'm worried about it. So, you know. Hey, Tattoo. Did you just say roughing it? What's wrong with saying roughing it? What's wrong with saying roughing it? Look, I'm not talking about me, Acid, okay? We do bring a generator and a Queen Air mattress, okay? Zor, that link didn't work, okay? But that's because Chris is a princess, and she needs those things, okay? We also bring a ton of liquor, all right? And that's the most important thing we bring. My family, and by my family, I mean my brother, he does not want any of that. He wants a backpack with a bedroll on it, and he wants to lay it out on the ground and sleep in a sleeping bag on his bedroll. That's roughing it, okay? That's what he did. That's what he wants. He's never actually done it, but that's what he wants, okay? How's he starting a fire? Look, Acid, these are all great questions, okay? These are all great questions. I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of these things. These are all things that I plan to bring up with him at some point. But, like, I think the problem is, Acid, is that if I start asking those questions, which are, admittedly, they're basic. Those are basic questions, okay? I think he's going to get overwhelmed by not having the answers. And then he's just going to stop listening to my advice altogether. You get what I mean? You got to let him learn trial by error. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, if he went out and hiked on this trail that I sent him, and then it rained on him, he'd learn real quick that, you know, hope everything he has is waterproof. You know what I mean? Like he'd learn, okay? But if he goes out into Colorado and he dies of elevation sickness because he passed out and got ate by a bear, which is a real possibility depending on where you go to start with, that's a little different. You know what I mean? So I gotta, like, that's what I mean by, like, I'm walking this fine line between, like, bogging him down with you're not prepared style questions and also making sure he's moderately safe. It's weird. You know? I saw that truck. Everybody saw that. 2020 has the best riders, dude. It's nutty. But yeah, so I don't know, man. My brother. I mean, I worry less for my brother. The only thing that concerns me about my brother is that he doesn't speak about it. Like, I'll ask him questions, and he will give 1 or 2 word answers. You know, that's what worries me. Yeah, this is your mountain man friend. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, look at this caption on here. Okay? Look at this caption on here. Out with the stone, in with the milk crate. Fill and repeat. You may wonder what compels me. I should be reading it. I should really put, like, Red Dead music on in the background, right? Like I should really put Red Dead music on in the background. Like, that's really the only way to read this appropriately. Let me see here. Let me find my Red Dead soundtrack. It's got to be in here somewhere. Every time I think I'm going to find something quick that's not going to derail the show, it takes forever to find it, and it derails the show. Like, every single time. Without fail. Because not only do I got to find the actual album, but then I got to pick a song. Then I got to pick a song that works. It's too much work. I blew it. Everyone's already read the caption now. It's on the screen. It's too late. I could have just searched. At this point, chat, but I didn't. And now I've scrolled too much. And now I'm embarrassed. Here we go. Let's see if this one works. Out with the stone and in with the milk crate. Fill and repeat. You may wonder what compels me to collect these amazing building materials. The short answer is that I have a vision, and I am building a dream. A home. A place of protection, sustenance, and comfort. The kind of place every troll dreams of. I'm powered by the dreams and skills of the people who came into these hills with a vision. The people who touched this stone over 175 years ago when they built this place and started roughing out a life. That's Assets Mountain Man friend. That was worth it. I take it all back. That was worth it. But yeah, so I got to figure out the way. Like, I got to figure out the way for him to be safe, quote unquote, but also not discourage him from going, not make him scared that he's in over his head. Because really, like, here's the problem. Okay, what he wants is true Red Dead Redemption style camping. He wants to go out into the woods or into a valley or whatever, and he wants to hike until he gets tired, and then he wants to set up a base camp and eat beans and all that stuff because it sounds glorious. Okay? That sounds glorious because it is glorious. That's what he wants. Okay? But like, he needs to do it in a way, like, he needs to build up to that. And so I got to figure out the way to, like, build him up to that. And honestly, I think I'm going to go with him on some of these things. That way, because I have a little bit of experience. And so I can help him with that. But I also, I stream every day. So, like, my mom is like, oh, we're going to go on a Friday and a Saturday, next week to Missouri. Like, okay, I guess they'll learn, But if he goes with my mom, worst comes to worst, she'll just get a hotel or something. And then there you go, dunsies. But whatever, man, it's fine. I just, my brother, the outdoorsman, and I love it. I would love to, like, he wanted to go hunting later this year and all this stuff. Like, I don't have a gun, but like I told Colby, he's like, yeah, man, let's all three go hunting. And it's like, we don't know the first thing about hunting. Like, I know how to hunt in concept, but knowing how and doing, especially with something like that, completely different things. And I know enough to know what I don't know. I don't feel I can definitely speak for Colby. I know for sure that, like, they don't know what they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, and I think Acid Cat is kind of has my same personality. Like, preparation is important. If you are not prepared, you will fail or worse. And Colby, let's just use Colby as an example. Colby and to a certain extent my family, they're just like, let's wing it. And let's see what happens. It's going to be an adventure. Let's wing it. And like, it hurts me deep in my soul to wing it, especially something like that. I mean, I don't wing my streams every day. Like, you know, I have to be prepared or I feel out of my element. They don't have that. You know? And the thing is like, you know, usually I would use the example of, like, it's like Trump and coronavirus, okay? Like, he could say it's a hoax and to put bleach up your ass and everything like that, you know? Because he's not going to catch it, but he just did. But point stands, like, there's a 99% chance that if we went hunting, one, we wouldn't kill anything. Two, anything that we wing, if we wing it while we're out there, 99% chance everything's going to be fine. You know? Everything's going to be fine. I fixate on the 1% chance that maybe it won't be. But 99% chance it's going to be fine. Which means when we go out there, we wing it, and it's fine. I'm the crazy one because I said we should be prepared, but we didn't need to be prepared, so I'm crazy. You know, you don't need to wear a mask because everything's fine, you know? It's that type of ordeal. That maybe is a Kansas attitude, I don't know. But regardless, I can't wing it. That's not something I do. And so I have to walk this fine line between my own sanity and freaking out my family or annoying my family or, you know, bugging them so much that they just ignore me altogether, you know? And so that's where I'm at. But dude, it's just, I'm really excited that he wants to go be an outdoorsman. I think that's sweet. Okay, I'm an outdoorsman. Okay, I have a cowboy hat. All right. Are they wearing wool? Absolutely not. He will wear a cotton T-shirt. 100% Acid. 100%. Like they went out. I'll get into the minutia here. They went out on Sunday, I think, Saturday or Sunday. My brother just comes upstairs. Okay, an REI just opened here in Wichita, which he thought was KEI, by the way. An REI just opened here, and it's over by like a Cabela's Bass Pro Shop and Duluth Trading Companies over there. It's like some hiking equipment stores, okay? My brother comes upstairs. He still lives with my mom, and he says, I'm going to go to Duluth and look for hiking boots. Do you want to come with me? And my mom, who loves to shop, was like, of course. So they went to Cabela's, they went to Duluth Trading, they went to REI, and they bought a bag, and he bought boots. And I didn't ask any of these questions because I think not knowing the answer is probably better for me, but it's like, what do you think made him buy what he bought? Like, do you think he understands weights and sizes and, you know, what compartments and what, you know, like hooks and things are on bags and what type of support, you know, fixed frame or a frameless or, you know, what kind of shoes did he get? Do you think he knows that he's supposed to break in his shoes before he goes hiking the first time? Like, and it's possible, man. He literally might be on YouTube looking up the answers to these things. But when I ask him questions like this, he stares at me like a deer in the headlights. And so if he knows the answer, he's not confident enough to relay them to big fat me, or he doesn't know the answer. I don't know which one's worse. Do any of you know how to skin an animal? Absolutely. I know how to skin an animal. You take your knife, you cut off the skin. Done. Easy. Next question. How about gut? Yeah, you take your knife, you take out the guts. Done. Easy. That's how you do it. You know a bladder is paper thin? Yeah, it is. I'm just bugging Acid. Acid, they don't know any of this. Okay? They don't know. No. 100% chance my brother will go hunting without me. Okay? He will, even if by some miracle he hits a deer, some miracle happens, he will immediately call my father and he'll come take care of it. Okay? No way. Just tell your brother to skin it, no problem. That's what I'm going to do. You know. Yeah, Menace, it just salts the meat. What's the problem? Okay? What's the problem? It just salts the meat. It's no big deal. My brother wants to go see bears, Acid. That's what he wants, okay? And nothing's going to stop him, but something should stop him. But that's what it's going to happen. Oh, my God. Also, Zor, your link didn't work, by the way, which is sad because I wanted to see your pictures. Okay? But, yeah. I mean, I've like I said, I've been hunting. Okay? I went hunting when I was a kid. Like, I'm sure many people who grew up in this area did. Okay? I remember very little. I remember basic safety, but, like, what Ass is talking about, I never have experienced that firsthand. But I have read books, and I have done research, and I know, like, at a what do you call it? Educational level? What's the word that you use when you haven't practiced something but you know how to do it? Like, what's that word? It's not clinical. It's I don't know. There's a word for it. It's like when doctors, they know how to do something, but they've never actually done it. That's why they do their residency. There's a word for that. That's how I am with, like, hunting and extreme outdoors things. Like, I know how to do it, but I've never actually done it. And there is a large difference between knowing how and doing. Okay? That applies to everything. That applies to something as simple as podcasting or streaming. You know how to do it, but doing it and knowing how are totally different things. The only difference is this is, like, way more serious, you know?